This is a tremendous honor, and the award itself is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing, it really is, and it's going to enable us to do so much.
Hey, it's me, Destin. Welcome back to Smarter Every Day.
Hey, it's me, Destin. Welcome back to Smarter Every Day.
And welcome back to Smarter Every Day.
Welcome back to
Smarter Every Day.
I'm genuinely excited to be in this room because I like being the dumbest guy in the room. This is Shane. The whole point here is to beat the record because records are made to be broken.
Right.
So I'm going to get in that, which is a little intimidating if I'm honest.
In a helicopter, you've got these heavy engines up top. That engine weight is going to cause the helicopter to flip over and you're going to start to sink. The point of this training is to survive that scenario, and Marines go through it all the time. This is an important piece of training that will save lives. So at this point, I realized this has not been recreated since cameras look like this, right? So you can't Google it, money can't buy it. If I ever want to see it better than this, I have to do it myself.
All right, we're in Detroit, and we came here to see the American record for dominoes toppling.
Some of the European builders actually have this theory that different colors fall at different speeds.
The clear plastic ones kick out more, so maybe they're slower.
We're going to look at an invention today by Nikola Tesla. He said he was walking in a park when suddenly the idea of rotating magnetic fields came to him like lightning.
There was an element named after you, Obama. You've never been asked this, I hope.
I have never been asked this.
What would you want the physical properties?
What would be the elements? What would be
Obamian
the characteristics?
is the element.
What would be the
standalone.
characteristics of Obamian?
That's right, that's right.
That's interesting.
So today on Smarter Every Day, we're going to look at caterpillar locomotion. But we have to go back to the Amazon rainforest to see it.
If you look back at the high speed, in those little cracks, you can see muscles wiggling and pulling directly on the wings. That's pretty awesome.
Hey, it's me, Destin. So we don't have really awesome accents, and we don't have a lot of money, but we are rocket scientists. So we're going to start a new web series called Smarter Every Day.
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 Smarter Every Day. Smarter Every Day. That's it. I'm Destin. You're getting smarter every day. Have a good one. Bye.
Music was always so good on that, man. I'm not Destin. My name's Joe. This award is a really big deal, which means that it deserves a few remarks so that you all understand why it's very special individuals being recognized tonight. It is an immense privilege to give this award to Destin, but I'm not unique in my position that I get to call Destin a collaborator, fellow creator, and a friend. That is the very reason he's being recognized tonight. This video showed us so much about what Smarter Every Day is, the content that Destin puts out into the world, but I don't think it showed us the special elements of Destin that are the reason he's being recognized this evening. What makes him such a special person in this community? This is the Fusion Award, and this is the way it's written up is to honor and acknowledge the service that a creator is giving to the community, their audience, as well as the community of creators. And Destin is certainly at the top of so many of our minds as the inaugural award recipient for that award. But if you were to ask him why he's getting the award, he has this like pathological humility. You're like, I don't know. Let me tell you why Destin's getting the award. There are two famous authors from Indianapolis, Indiana. One of them makes this YouTube show with his brother Hank. And the other one is named Kurt Vonnegut. And he wrote a book in 1987 called Bluebeard, The Deep Cuts. It's okay if you haven't heard of that one. But in his book, he basically asks what it takes to make meaningful art, if that's even possible today? And I think that's a really meaningful question for this group. One of the characters in this book that Vonnegut is very clearly speaking as himself through is a veteran named Paul. Got a little funny in the head for being too close to an explosion. Luckily, Destin always stays at a safe distance from an explosion. So, right, you're all right after all of this? Okay. But Paul offers this theory about what it is that creates really revolutionary ideas, what allows these big ideas to flourish in a culture. And what Paul and what Kurt is really telling us is that an idea to stick, to be spread, requires this unique team of specialists. And it's really three specialists. And one of those is this person that can have really great ideas that people aren't having. Some people might call it a genius, but Destin would never allow anybody to call him anything close to teamwork. But of course, like a genius is working alone. We're just some crazy lunatic in the corner. We just write them off, right? Well, they need a second person. Need a really highly intelligent and respected member of the community. Somebody who can come and say, actually, I don't think we should be listening to the lunatic in the corner. It's a pretty good idea he's got. And this person can't work alone either because they can only identify problems. They don't really have the ideas that can solve them on their own. So nobody really gives them time of day. The third sort of specialist is someone who has this unique ability to explain anything to anyone, no matter what the level of complexity is, no matter how closed their mind might be. And of course, this person can't work alone either because they just cannot stop being interesting or trying to tell people what is inside of their head, no matter what the case, no matter what the scenario. And of course, as Vonnegut puts it, we just write them off as being as full of shit as a Christmas turkey. But when you put all these people together, you get this really magical formula of special ideas that can move out into the world. They can be sticky, they can be spread, people can fall in love with them. And Destin is extremely special in that he has all of these people in one. He can explain anything to anyone, from kids to presidents. He's really from Alabama. It's not a thing he puts on for the video. And he's so good at not just having great ideas, but all of us have felt a tiny pang of disbelief and jealousy that he's so capable of bringing them to reality. And it is a truly, truly special thing. So many of us in this room are honored and thankful to call you a friend and collaborator and a mentor, a person that will respond to a random text with one of the most thoughtful phone calls you've had in a month. It is a really special person to have as part of this community because I think, as many of us know, a large part of this community wouldn't exist if we didn't have a creative connector at the center of it. And so there is no one more deserving of the inaugural Fusion Award than Destin Sandlin.
That made my legs shake. Thank you, Joe. That really meant a lot. So those of you that know me know how hard this is for me, so thank you. It means a tremendous amount. Thank you very much. A very smart man told me one time, he said, "Hey, Destin," this is right when I got my first engineering job, my big boy job. He said, "Keep it simple. God, family, work in that order. Keep it simple. Everything else will work out." I said, "Yes, sir." His name's Chuck Gibbs. And so I would like to say thank you in that order to God for giving me curiosity and the genuine love I feel for everybody I meet. I genuinely do love you. If we've met and talked, I can tell that that's a mutual thing. And I'm grateful for that. I really am. It's harder than I thought this would be. Secondly, family. You've met my wife, Tara. She's incredible. She is always pushing me out there and she's that Proverbs 31 woman that wants me to be known in the gates. She is. We talked about that earlier. And it's she pushes me to fly, and then she kind of stays back in the shadows. And she's a true servant to everyone around her, and it's a big deal. So I love her. She can't be here today because, I mean, I just got a text. One of our children broke a finger. She was at the hospital, so she's fine. Don't worry. She's fine. So our family's awesome, and we're grateful. There's some special people I want to say thank you to. Some of them are in the room. George Kenyon and Matt Whitman. You are two people that I literally called on the phone like a junior high kid and asked if we could be friends. That actually happened. So thank you for saying yes, both of you. And you took the time to invest in me, and you hold me accountable, and you play whack-a-mole with my ego if it needs to happen, and you make sure that integrity is there at all times, and you make sure that everything we say in private is above board. And I really appreciate your friendship, really do. And at Smarter Every Day, it's not just me. There's Allison, who helps us run everything, and she helps make everything work. And there's a young man named Trent that was an engineer for a long time. Jeremy Building helped with us for a long time as well. And I'm grateful for everybody that's kicked in on that. But this is a tremendous honor. And the award itself is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. It really is. And it's going to enable us to do so much. And so very grateful. But the community itself, everyone in this room knows what it means to put your heart and soul into something, and to kind of ignore the metrics that we are so often inclined to be told are important. And you do the right thing. And so, like another mentor of mine, Mike Chris, said, just do the next right thing. I think that's important. So lastly, Stuart and Elaine, I think what you're doing is incredible. It's courageous. It's counterculture. And a lot of times something truly disruptive like this is needed in order to make a difference. And you have the courage to do that. And I think you have the ability to do it in a very unique way. And I must admit, when I first met you, I didn't understand. Elaine, this quiet strength you have, you just quietly speak the truth in love, and then it happens slowly. I see what's happened. I see what you're doing. And I haven't ever told you, but I do see what you're doing, and I'm grateful for it. And Stuart, I really appreciate all the planning and the vision and everything that you've done to make all this happen. It's a beautiful thing. I think it really has the capacity to change the world, because that's something's happening right now. And your idea to take these foundations and pair them up with people that are making beautiful things, I think it will make the world more beautiful. And we're all truly grateful for what you're doing. So thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Thank you. Oh, and the fact that this is made by Bobby Duke is incredible. I told Tara that, and it blew her mind. She's like, "You're kidding me." Thank you, Bob.